Hey friends, so right in the middle of the week, we want to just spend just a couple minutes connecting with you and maybe giving a little update, kind of about what's happening here and checking in with you. I left church late last night after our church council meeting. I had a wonderful meeting. Excited about kind of the things that are coming up for us as congregation, left the church and. It's about 9:30 last night, I guess, and it's snowing, and it's wind is just tearing, right? Just crazy. And I was just thinking about the fact that the day before it was almost 80 degrees, right? Up and down and up and down, just wild, right? Just wild. And how true that is about your life and mine too, right? That there are times that life is just wild, up and down, and chaos ensues, right? And then for us to think about how we as followers of Christ, what does it mean for us to love the Lord and to be captured by God's grace, to be set free from our sins, from guilt and shame, and transformed. And in our text for Wednesday and for Sunday, remind you that we have worship on Wednesdays at 6:30, Sundays at 9:30. That our text for this week is this story about this man who has had all kinds of ups and downs, right? He has gone through life and he is at a very low point, captured by demons. But then in Mark chapter 5, Jesus has this encounter with this man and sets him free. Sets him free from what has held him, what has captivated him. And in a very low moment of his life, Jesus meets him as he is and transforms him, sets him free. That's the life of a Christ follower. That God meets us as we are and then sets us free, forgives us, and welcomes us into a community of faith, into the family of God. And we, as followers of Christ, we have a story to tell. And I want to invite you as members of New Life Within Church to recognize that you are a part of God's story, that God has captured you by his grace and set us free from sin and guilt and shame, and has transformed us and calls us as followers of Christ to share our story of freedom, of redemption, of new life in Jesus Christ. There's a hope that you have a great and beautiful day in front of you. I invite you to join us for worship at 6:30 this evening, 9:30 on Sunday morning. We're going to experience being a part of the story of God. And we're going to think about how we can, as followers of Christ, share that story with others. Hope to see you tonight.